it dark?
It's lit up in here. Yeah, there's torches.
I don't think we're the first people to be in here.
This is quite dangerous. Maybe we should get the rest of the group and have an escape route in mind.
We know where that goes.
It's true.
I'll turn around and look at the other four of them standing in the doorway. What you guys doing?
I'll go through.
Sure.
I'm gonna sense for anything worth vengeance or evil.
Maybe something in that big coffin in the center of the room might be.
A very creepy altar, yes, with skulls all around, all on it.
Ah, well, that's the perfect place to stand. So I'll go 5 feet from it.
60 feet.
Ah, this is why you have to have fighters in a party.
I say, Grunar, I do not remember what you just said in the other room.
I can sense stuff within 60 feet if.
What can you sense within 60 feet?
Evil.
Sure, this whole room is evil. It's your spidey sense is going off the chart.
All right.
Nice.
Right, this room is terrible.
Until the end of the next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Sure, you don't get a sense of any of that, but this room is terrible. Bad things happen.
This is a bad room.
Shh.
I don't think you have to be a paladin to see that, for.
That's what I get paid for. Give me my shot.
All right.
We should do something good here.
Sorry.
So we should do something good here. Maybe pour some of that water that we just took up on that altar. No?
Sure, give it a shot.
That's better than standing around on the floor.
All right, I'll climb up on the altar.
So you're going to go touch it? You're telling me.
Of course, I'm a human. Why not?
As soon as you touch it, take 5 necrotic damage and it like shocks your hand.
Well, that idea didn't work out.
Let me know, or if you don't. Let me know.
You all right, big guy?
Yeah. Let's not touch that. And I have a theory about the water, so I want to take a drink of the water.
Oh, hey, you feel better. You
does it heals the hit points?
Yes.
The water will heal you.
I wonder what something so pure is doing next to something so foul as this.
Clearly, you've never been married.
Balance.
Tell you, it's those wizards.
Well, I don't think we have to do anything with that unless there's a reason. And like me old Pappy used to say, if it hurts when you do that, don't do that. So let's not do that.
I'm going to kind of mosey towards one of the archways.
Sure. Is there a specific one you wanted to look at, or a close one?
The one furthest from where we are.
Oh, okay. You're going to go maybe all the way over there.
And I'm going to perceive it with my perception.
Sure.
16.
It's not bad. The skull appears to be in the shape of like a goblin skull that's over the archway. It's could be carved, or if it is a goblin skull, it was enlarged somehow. It's a good representation, but it's open. That door is open.
I'll go investigate the one that I just can't see off camera, or perceive it.
This one, this way, or that way?
The first one.
Sure.
As he's walking away, I'll walk back to the group.
Here.
Find anything good?
I'll tell him about the goblin skull. The
This
door's
looks like
open too.
It looks like a dragon skull or draconic, maybe.
Okay.
It could be a real one. It could be really carved really well, like a statue, maybe. But that door's closed.
Okay. Is there like a handle on it or a key or anything? Does it look like it can be easily opened?
You don't see any handles on this side, or
Okay.
look at the door.
Door. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a solid.
I will go back to the group and tell them about the draconic door.
Hmm.
And there's how many other doors in the room?
There's 6 total. Each one appears to be a different race of beings, maybe. Type skull. There's like a goblin, an orc. One looks like it's human. There's an elfish one, which is a little bit more elegant.
How many of the doors are open? Just the goblin one, or?
The goblin one is open, and the elvish one, the one that's elvish. Those are open.
Should I go close that door?
You want to go try to close it?
I'm just asking the group. Should we leave the goblin door open? Is everybody comfortable with that?
I like closing doors.
Yeah.
I think closing it would be an excellent idea.
All right, I will tiptoe back over there in my boots and attempt to close that door.
It's collapsed on the ground, like off of its
Oh,
stone workings.
This may be harder than I thought. I am a tinkerer.
anybody got mending?
Is it collapsed in or out?
Ooh, I do have mending.
It is.
It's
Should
like,
I-
it's like halfway in the archway, in and out the door is.
I have.
Does anybody have a really good? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Is it-
I was
is
gonna
it-
say, replying back to Hornet. I do have mending, but it's as long as the breaker tear is no larger than 1 foot in any, in any dimension.
Oops.
So
Sounds a little more screwed up than that.
yeah.
Does anybody have a really good survival? We could check to see if there's been activity in the room. I mean, it's kind of a moot point that there's been no activity coming from, say, the goblin door to, kind of mess with it.
Mine just a +1.
Mine's a +2.
I've got a +5, so
Ooh.
I can
I
try
mean,
it.
if there's been no activity in the room,
Yeah.
or at least where the activity's been, then maybe, what if it's a portal, and as soon as you go through the, where you set off an alarm or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Can I use my survival to try to determine who's been in and out of this room?
Sure. Like you could look for dust or tracks or
Yeah.
You know,
19 total.
you'd find it odd that there's like no dust in the room. It's very clean.
Yeah, this seems to be a temple to evil, so they keep it clean. Evil people like to keep their stuff clean, apparently.
I respect that.
Since we can't close this door, shall we maybe see if we can close the elfish door and then come back to the
Sure,
goblins?
absolutely. Yeah.
Before I leave that door, Richard, I'm going to drop about 20 ball bearings right there in the
Oh, sure.
middle
Smart.
of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I point at those for the group. Don't step on those.
Okay.
Richard, I want to go top off my water skin with some more of that water.
Sure.
Replenish what I had.
Yeah.
I got a feeling we're going to need it.
I'll go with him.
Yeah. Good plan. Okay.
Does anybody have an idea which way the tower is once we've entered here? Like a direction sense?
Someone had
That's not
stone.
it.
Sense. I think one of you has stone sense, right?
Yeah. Both.
So I would give you advantage for checking that direction of where the tower is.
You want to do it, Windbreaker? My dice have been terrible today.
Well, we'll try it. That's hold on. Abilities, stone cutting. It's a history check, I guess. Is that right?
It's more of a perception. It's a wisdom check, basically.
Okay.
With stone sense, you know how far underground you are, where you're at underground all the time. That's one of the things.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Hey, clearly you're beneath the first level of the tower. That's where you're at right now.
I'm gonna waste all my big rolls on this stuff. When it comes to fighting, I'll get a 1.
So the tower that was a mile away, we somehow made it here.
Well, I don't know if
doors.
he told you that, but if he has, he feels you're directly beneath the sub.
Yeah, I tell him.
Yeah.
We're in the sub basement of the tower.
So I wonder if any one of these doors might lead up to it. If there's maybe any clues through one of them.
Sure. Like there are two that are open. If anyone wanted to peek their head in and look, to see.
Hey, Richard, maybe I missed something. Did we travel a long distance, or are we under the assumption that we kind of like magically now appeared under the tower through the tunnel system?
Well, you could try to intuit that with your intelligence of your character if you would like.
Oh yeah, that's I'll give it a shot.
Sure.
It's a 10.
Okay. So you don't feel that you've traveled that far, but it's possible. Wall fell.
We're under
Always open.
attack.
Hey, it's clear. It's possible that the sub basement of this tower is bigger than the top of the tower. So another wall.
It's not dwarven made.
That's right.
Yeah, this part's probably not.
These evil guys don't know how to make stuff.
Yeah, they don't.
Just keep it really
They've been
clean.
cutting corners.
That's what happens when it goes to the lowest builder and it's kobolds.
I'll ask Grunar what he thinks of those 3 white stone things down at the far end there.
Can you pan on the camera so I can see it?
Sure. They look like they almost look like pools of water, but there's like weird. You get a weird feeling about them. There's like weird glowing lights coming out of them.
Hmm.
What are the odds that those things are any good inside this evil room?
I don't think so.
I'll not take your money.
And one thing already hurt us in here. I'm not willing to bet those things are too nice.
So whenever
Would we like
we're
to Sorry, go ahead.
whenever we're stopped like this, I kind of saunter over towards where the 2 mages are, whichever one's closer to me, because I have my auras of protection and
Sure.
in the other aura, which is aura of courage, and it goes out 10 feet. So they're the squishies, so I just hang out by them in case.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Should we try going down one of these doors?
Sure.
Give it a go.
Shall we try the obvious elf one? Or should we go down and kill us some goblins?
Are all the doors are all the closed doors do not have any hardware on our side of them?
That is correct.
Okay.
Well,
They might be able to be forced open with brute strength, possibly.
We are
Godzilla.
attacked.
Oh,
Roll
jeez.
initiative.
That sounded like it's Rask.
I don't. I'm along for the ride. You guys, I don't care what door we go up or down. If you want to knock one down or go through an open one, but you know,
Why don't we
looks
try the
like
goblins?
yeah, it looks
We
like
can
that
handle
somebody
goblins.
went through the door from here into the goblins, or something came out. But either way, somebody's already messed with the goblins
and broke
door.
the door doing it.
Goblins could use a good fireball.
Just don't step on my ball bearings when you go through.
Well, the Thavians are humans, so maybe we should go through the human. Maybe that will lead up. The rest would be sub-creatures to the Thavians.
Are you, Grunar, are you sure you're a fighter?
I have wisdom beyond years.
Okay.
Well, at least in 3rd edition, the Thavians, like, were that
You
way.
are Terry Pratchett's Cohen the Barbarian.
Let's go flip a coin if we can't decide, or odd even.
I like what Grunar
Yeah, that-
says.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm
I
down.
mean, I'm just
That's
thinking
what the party-
dragons and
party wants to do.
draconics going to lead us right into the dragon. Orcs are going to be soldiers. Goblins are going to be servitude. The elf threw me off. I'm not really sure what the elves would do with.
I'm going to use my ear for deceit on Grunar. Just kidding. Make sure
Yes,
he's
we
not
can do
trying to get us all killed somehow.
No, I'm chaotic good. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. I'll trust your word for it.
Mhm.
So we're
So
going to break that door down or push it open. I don't know if no one's even pushed on it.
the human one or the elf one?
The elf one's
Oh.
open. The
Elf and goblin are both open.
so the human one is closed. We could try to push on it.
See
Okay.
if there's any more of those runes.
I don't know if Richard is back yet though.
I mean, yeah, you can investigate the human
Oh.
one right up to it.
So yeah, I'll use Mage Hand just to give it a push
Sure.
to see if it's open.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah, looks like we might have to bring out the axes.
Axes.
I'll put a shoulder into it, Richard.
Okay.
Not a heavy shoulder, obviously. That's just 12. That's 12 plus 0. Strength modifier is 12.
Yeah. You've pushed your shoulder even more into place. Feels great.
All right.
All right, step aside. Come on, Gronar. Let's show him how to go open this door.
All right. Yeah. I got a 20 strength.
Oh yeah, there you go. It does creak against its stone. It's creaking very loudly. It's like. "Rrrr."
Goblins it is.
I'll go help him. I have a 17.
Sure. Orphan charge. It basically breaks open, like.
Ha!
Good job, big
Bill
guy.
runs out and eats us, right?
I'll go and stand behind them. Watch what they're doing.
Sure.
Push them with the Mage Hand a little bit, maybe. Go
I
on,
can't
boys.
see anything.
I'll
Ah,
go
Does anyone walk
forward a little bit.
Okay. You gonna
I'm
walk?
looking. Yeah, I'll look in first and see what's
Oh,
there with
Yeah,
my
it's
dark
in
vision.
a way. It's like a circular spiral staircase. It's going up very far.
Staircase that goes up. Can't see the top.
Is there a
Might
light
be the way.
source? Light source, or will I have to use my torch?
Well, if you still have the torch lit, then yes.
Okay. Should we send the rogues ahead, scout ahead, and then come up behind them?
I look at him and then I just start up the stairs.
So you're
I'll
walking to the doorway. No. Are you walking in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you walk in, you'll need to roll a D100 for me.
Never good.
I'll go back to that save point.
Ah,
35.
35. You now require twice the amount of food and water that you normally require.
Famished. God, I eat a ration.
Sure. It goes
Not
up,
enough.
whatever the range of your dark vision is, it goes up at least that far. So
These stairs go up at least 60 feet.
Sounds like that's the plan.
Sounds like a tower.
I start up the stairs as I'm finishing my ration.
sure.
I'll follow.
So as you
I'll
go up
follow
the
behind
stairs,
you.
the temperature goes up. It gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Starting to sweat. Like it's getting unbearably hot. And then you can see some flickering light coming from a doorway at the top of the stairs.
I think there's a kitchen up here somewhere. Let's go. I'm so hungry. I pick up the pace.
I'm following behind them, trying to
Well,
keep pace.
Follow up the stairs.
Now
Yeah,
carefully
me
follow.
too.
Okay.
Like I'm going as fast as I can up the stairs, thinking that I'm gonna find a kitchen. I'm starving.
Sure.
You guys see those weird stairs on the way up here, or those weird chairs over there?
Yeah. This room, there's like you can see in the room, there's some large fellow stomping around with red hair. He's kind of angry. This room is really hot. There's a rubble pile over on this other side. There's a lever in the ground next to him where he's kind of stomping around. Ow. He's like stomping around, muttering to himself really loudly.
I'm so disappointed.
Is he evil?
You don't get. He reminds you of the fighter, kind of in his mentality. Just kind of griping around, stomping around angrily. You don't get an evil sense about it.
Let's
Is the
get his.
room lit?
Is he giant? Like, or is he just big?
You could try to do an intelligence check on that. Sure.
Okay. My intelligence is terrible. 3.
3. Well, since you're looking at his size, I'll give you more. He is bigger than normal, yeah.
Oh. Oh. I'm all for the glory, boys, but
Does he appear to have noticed us?
He doesn't see you guys or hear you guys. He's busy muttering to himself across the room. Maybe
And the
he's
stairwell does, I'm sorry, the stairwell stopped at this room.
Yeah, there's this archway, and this whole room opens up. Yeah.
I'll move over behind the rubble and wave for the group to come over.
With your silent shoes.
Yes. But I still tiptoe
super hot
because I don't.
Okay.
This rubble's moving around here.
Could always try sneaking past him. Although, Windbreaker, you
Yeah,
said you
that's-
don't feel any evil on him?
Not showing evil to me. He's.
Anybody
I think
speak
he-
giant?
How long does your ritual last for comprehend languages?
Let me check real quick.
I can read
It
lips.
lasts 1 hour.
So you can understand him.
Okay.
You're not sure what language it is, but he's cussing. He's very angry. He's just stomping around, having to guard this stupid lever for no stupid reason. Ah!
Huh.
Well, hey guys, I think he's trying to guard some sort of lever. Do I see any sort of lever in the room?
Yeah, there's like a
or-
little lever on this little table next to him.
Okay.
Do
Anybody
we-
think they can sneak over to it?
Is
Do
there
we
anywhere in
see-
the room to hide, or is it just like an
There's that
open?
rubble pile that the one rogue snuck over to, but yeah.
Okie dokie.
Richard, I'm gonna do perception to see if there's anything on the walls or ceiling or floor that might look like it's out of place, like it might
Sure.
be triggered by a lever. Hey, that's 26.
Well, so you do know this one wall opposite you has little. It seems to be steam coming off of the wall, which is odd. Maybe little small rivulets of steam coming to the top and bottom. It's kind of strange.
So has the party? Am I the only one behind the rubble?
Yes, you went up there and hid behind the rubble.
I'll wave at everybody. Come over.
All right. Sneak over.
Sure.
And then I'll tell them about the wall, whoever gets there.
I kind of sound like a metal band when I try to sneak.
Yeah, maybe we should stay here since we are heavily armed and armored.
So just me and Hornet.
Yeah, I don't know what the steam from the wall would mean. Maybe if we could tear down the wall, or maybe the yeah, I'm not sure what the steam represents.
Can I insight the wall, Richard?
It's
Maybe
a
I can
stone wall.
understand what. I mean, but I couldn't use insight to determine if it was going to kill us all if the wall disappeared. we need
You could try to
smarter-
use intelligence. You can use intelligence check.
Okay. Nope, that's terrible. That's just a 12.
Yeah, you're not sure. You just know this room is really hot, so maybe something on the other side of the wall is not hot.
We need one of those smart elves to come over here.
Dwarf.
Or, well, not a loud dwarf.
Well, Hornet's a dwarf, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a-
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I don't know. Do I know anything about the stonework or anything?
This is not dwarven made.
Okay.
You're not sure who made it, but it's clearly inferior to dwarven stonework.
Of course, without a doubt.
isn't.
How far away is the lever?
It's about 60 feet across the room, 70 feet.
Okay.
But from where you're at, closer to like 20, 25.
I might. So I whisper over. I might be able to mage hand the lever on the table. I don't know if that would be a good thing.
All right, Hornet, hold on. Just wait. And I walk out in the middle of the room.
You're just walking out there, okay?
I walk out in the middle of the room, and I throw a ball bearing at the giant.
Balls of steel.
And I have my where is it?
Sure. Roll your attack roll.
My cunning action. I want you to remember I have cunning action. I can
Sure.
dash and move. All right. So that is a 16 on the throwing of the ball bearing.
You chings off his armor. It doesn't hit him. It's just kind of like dink. So he's kind of like looking around like he kind of felt it, maybe.
I stand there with another ball bearing, just throwing it up, catching it,
Sure.
hoping he'll see me. Tough guy. Okay, I'll throw another one.
He is looking around. He's
That's a 13 this time.
you get close to him, but yeah, it just kind of rolls around.
I look over at Hornet and I was like, What do I do now?
I don't know, man. I'm taking bets whether or not you live.
Did we
Alright.
see him?
I'm gonna
Did we
go up
see-
next to the rogue out there, and then
Oh, you're
bang
just
my
going-
bang
Sure.
my shield and my axe
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Oi!
He's like,
I look at him and
he
say,
starts
"What
stomping.
are you doing?" Okay, windbreaker, run.
He's yelling at you in giant, so you may not understand, but
I can
one
read
of
his
you might
lips.
understand. He's like, "Ah, yes, let's fight a duel."
While they're distracted, I'm gotta try to pull that lever. With the
Absolutely,
mage hand.
sure. You basically it resists a little bit, but it pulls,
Okay.
and you
Okay.
feel a shock go through your whole body. You're like shocked for a second,
Oh,
feel a little depressed for a second, but then that's all that happens.
I feel a little what? I'm sorry.
Shocked, like a shock runs through your body, like
Okay.
oh. And then there's a grinding noise, and now he's mad because there's
Cool.
something happened to what he's supposed to be guarding. So he walks over,
Windbreaker, run.
touches this rock. And this rubble animates into a earth elemental.
Ah! Oh god!
And he's like, rah, he's like roaring, yes, let's fight. I'm bored.
Finally, a good fight.
I
I'll
will
go
look at
after-
Grunar as if, like, what are you doing at the doorway, buddy?
I'm going
I was
after the
just waiting.
giant.
I was just
Okay.
waiting to say something. I will head over with the dwarf.
Guys, I pulled the lever. We can go now.
And
I mean, you could, yeah, you can. If you want to choose to stay and fight, then you could roll initiative, or you could try to all back out. If you want.
Where would we go? Back down?
did that wall disappear?
No, I mean there's the doorway you came in basically.
So we didn't see any effect of that lever.
You felt there's a vibrational shaking,
Okay.
like a grinding noise.
No, something's open.
Okay.
Can the giant fit down the stairway?
He can't even fit in the doorway. It's like a 10-foot doorway.
Hmm.
I vote. Windbreaker, Grunar, I say we run. I'm a gnome. I'm a little guy.
We should fight.
I
All right, pull up my rapier.
hate to run from a fight, but he's not our target.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you don't get the sense of vengeance from this room. That's for sure. That you.
Okay. So I guess we back out of the room. Back to the stairwell and go down. That seems to be the only way.
Like, yeah, these two, well, but technically everyone could dash and make it. That's
I
it.
think we're not ready for a big fight with these guys if they're not really a target.
Dash it is.
All right. Like dash back.
Hornet wanted to do that all along. He's like, nope.
The rock he was leaning on turned into an elemental.
Nope. I'm gonna nope right on out of here. So yeah, dash back down the stairs.
Hopefully back down to a room that's not full of something.
Well, I did pull a lever. We'll probably be all right though, right? What harm comes from pulling levers?
Yeah, a lever that was guarded by an earth elemental and a huge giant.
Potato.
Yeah.
It's just a lever.
It's not like it's a lever in your grandma's house or something.
Have you seen my grandma's house?
We heard a giant toilet flush just now.
So if you come back here, one of the other doors is now open. So now there's 3 of them open.
Which one?
4, right?
The orcish one is now open.
orcs.
Now you have the orcish goblin and the human one
And the elf.
that are open. And the elf, that's right, yeah. The 4 of them are open.
Sure is an odd way to open doors.
Guys want to go down the orc door? I like killing orcs.
Yes, yes, I think that would be fantastic. Let's give the orcs
No,
a
I'm
go.
alright with that.
The orc one?
Sounds like
Yep.
a plan.
All right. So this is another stairway that goes up. It's a spiral staircase. Goes up pretty high. But this is, you get a sense of cold from this one. Higher you get up, it's colder and colder. All right, so you got this room here. This room, it's really big. Similar size as last one. There's a lever on the other end, but it's all the blue. The room is blue. Everything in the room. Stone is carved blue. Just odd.
Is it cold in here?
Yeah, it's a little cold. It's chilly. It's not like ice cold.
Is there any food in here? I'm starving.
Wizards, is this a spell or is this some kind of trickery? Some kind of magic? Something has to be here.
I'll cast detect magic real quick.
Sure. So the opening, the entrance to the doorway, you get a feeling of magic right at the door.
Okay.
That's the only spot.
Alright, I'll relay that to the rest of the group.
Sure.
I'm gonna throw a dagger down the hallway, see if anything happens. I don't see like anybody in the hall, right?
Do not.
Okay, I'll just throw a dagger down the hall.
Sure. Roll an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay, sure. A 1 and a 17. Damn it!
Wow. You hit your other foot.
Gah! Teleport the dagger back to my hand with my bonus
Sure.
action. Ah!
I'll roll a ball bearing down the hallway.
Sure. Roll attack with disadvantage.
7.
So you basically, as soon as it passes the archway, it's sort of like it kind of slowly glides down and hits the floor.
Is that odd to anyone?
Slowed. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I wasn't. That was just a question. Go ahead.
What happens if I give the gnome a little bit of a shove?
He looks at you.
Roll strength,
angrily.
and if he opposes it, if he's opposing you, to not be, it's a strength check.
I'm not even ready for it.
Richard, can you describe it again for me? It's a we go
It's
through
large.
the door.
It's the same size as the other room, like 60 feet by like 30 feet high. It's just blue. There's a lever on the far corner.
And there was a hallway from from that
Stairway that goes up, about at least 120 feet. It gets
Okay, so we go.
cooler.
How far away is the lever?
It's about 60 feet to the other side of the room.
And the ball bearing did what when he rolled it in?
As soon as he passed the archway from him throwing it, where the stairway meets the door, it kind of slowly fell and hit the ground.
Weird.
Slow.
I'm going to approach the gate. I'm going to walk up to the entrance.
Yeah.
I stick my arm through the archway.
Sure. Okay, your arm's in there. It feels cooler.
All right, I'll step all the way in.
You're underwater.
Huh. Okay. That's the opposite of what I thought.
Give us wet now.
Okay, so you need me to make a swim check to get back to the top? 'Cause I'm in armor?
Yes. You can basically hold your minutes for. You can hold your breath for 2 minutes plus your con modifier. So,
Okay, so I'm sinking.
well, you're on the floor. So I mean, you sunk at the bottom because you walked in. But yeah, you feel like you're at the
Okay,
bottom.
how far do I feel like I dropped?
The doorway's still behind you, right? You can walk back.
Okay. All right, well, I walk back out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're covered in water.
I thought I walked in and like sank like a pool. So you're saying it's just as soon as I walk through, it becomes
Yeah.
water.
Yes.
Okay. I will. Hopefully, my companions will be able to see that I'm soaking wet. But I will say, once you pass the threshold, it is water.
Yeah.
Which isn't going to do me or the paladin any good.
Oh, water, you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a single potion of water breathing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll go first this time. I'll down the potion of water breathing,
Sure.
and then go in and try to pull the lever.
Roll perception for me.
Sure.
Could be a water elemental.
Woo,
in there.
perception I actually have a good bonus for. Of the
Could be a
dice would-
water elemental.
yeah, 23.
Hey, there are several water creatures
Huh.
swimming around because they, it's what they live in. They're hard
That's
to see unless you're in the water because they're made of water. So
Yeah, that's a problem. How far am I from the lever?
it's about 45 feet over there. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get within 30 feet. Use the mage hand to pull the lever, and then
Sure.
try to get out of there.
Yeah. The lever does not move for you for some reason.
All right. Do I feel like that they've noticed me, or can I try to sneak?
I mean, there's this swimming around, I guess, like fish would, and you're not really close, right? You're still about 20 feet away. So.
Okie dokie. All right, I try to sneak over to the lever and pull the lever.
Sure.
Okay. Pull the lever.
Full strength.
All right. 16.
Yeah. So you're able to pull the lever, and then you hear a grinding noise.
All right. I make a mad dash back the way I came.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your it's your swim speed. It'd be half of your movement speed. So yeah.
Okay. My normal movement speed's 30. I got.
All right. So, yeah, you can get almost to the opening. Yeah.
Okay.
Now they felt the vibrating, so they're like, come on.
Coming in hot, boys. Move. Just see bubbles coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
My eyes get wide and I just get out of the way.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You'll make it before they can get to you.
Okay. Then I
We
will.
have no idea what he's talking about because we can't see them.
That's true. Yeah. You see in water to see them. So.
Did you see me?
What's his problem?
He looks like he's spooked by something.
He's a dwarf. Dwarves don't like water.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
There's no way he can swim that fast with those legs.
I didn't see any sharks.
He is pretty squat for his. He's got the squat nimbleness. Not pretty squat. Pretty nimble for being squat.
They give Miller a Snickers bar.
Thank you. We gotta find the kitchen fast.
Yeah.
Boy, he's hungry.
You go back down. There's only one door not open. So they're all open.
That's the human door? No, the
The dragon door?
Yeah. The dragon one's not open.
I look at Grunar. Time for dragons. What was your
Well,
problem?
let's see.
What-
Do you think the goblin door would open that? The goblins go in the goblin one and see if it opens the dragon door.
Either that or the elf, obviously.
I think the goblin door might have opened up the elf door.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hornet, what had you so spooked back there? You were moving fast.
Oh, it was nothing. Don't worry about it. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course.
Uh,
You
Oh, you made it
practically
back.
left the brown fog behind you. Come on.
Hey now. You guys think you saw something, but you don't understand the horrors of the water. Let me tell you.
surely, if any of these doors controls the dragon door, it would be
Maybe the elf.
the elf, right?
Yeah.
Let's
You're
go
not
up
going to
there.
trust goblins with that, are you? But then that means the goblins are in charge of the elf door. I don't know how evil people think.
Well, just off the top of my head, it sounds like somebody broke down the goblin door, went up, did the lever, and it opened up the
The
elf
elf
door,
door.
and then it stopped. So we might find some bones or body upstairs where the lever is.
But
Oh, sounds like a plan. Elf
I
door.
will tiptoe up into the elf doorway.
Sure. There's a stairway. It's a spiral staircase that leads up into the darkness.
And I will head up
Okay.
with dreams and hopes of finding a hoard of food up there.
So this one, the higher you go up, the smell gets kind of bad. It smells kind of rotten. This one, there's kind of there's a far corner with a lever, and there's two treasure chests, and there's like a character, a humanoid, like shambling around, moaning a little bit, like it's like got all these weird cloth things hanging off of it.
Hmm. I will attempt to sneak across close enough to get a better look at that thing.
Sure. How close do you want to get?
Oh, 40 feet.
Okay.
So that is 16 stealth.
You have advantage with those boots on.
There's 16 stealth.
Okay. Right here. Did you want to do like a intelligence check or survival check on it, or
Just like general perception. Can I do that?
perception's just looking at it? Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, well, I don't want to touch it.
I mean, you could try to figure out what it is with intelligence.
So if I'm just using straight intelligence, that is a 23.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Very good.
You heard stories about some weird old dwarves, sometimes in the mountains where you're from, right? That they would, when someone would pass away, they would put them in a cairn and wrap them with. It reminds you of that, like someone passed
Weird.
away and they wrapped them up in some weird stuff
So
out here.
I go back and I tell the group that, and I say these weird dwarves, we used to call them windbreaker dwarves. They used to do this thing.
After I gave you a Snickers.
So some sort of dwarf mummy over there.
Taller than a dwarf size, though. Yeah, it's bigger.
I look at I look at the zombie or whatever mummy and see if it's registering as evil.
What's the range of that?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, lots of evil. You don't get the revenge from your god from this thing, but you're definitely getting a sense of evil. Yes, absolutely.
We might have to kill this one, people. What do the two chests look like?
They look like treasure chests or like old oaken type of chests that would have something in them. Maybe worth guarding, maybe not. Now, what's weird is they both look the same as each other, so that's odd. Like maybe they had the same craftsman that built both of them.
Trap. It's a trap. Come on. Why would the Thavians leave
Mimics.
treasure chest lay here?
Two mimics. Mimikai? Is that how you do that? Mimikai? Do we want to try to mess with this one, or you want to try to sneak again?
Well, there's only one of them.
That we know of.
I think we're better equipped for this fight than we were for the others.
Mm-hmm.
Here's insert
Agreed.
DM laugh here, right?
I think we're doing these rooms in the wrong order. I pull
Let's try
out
it.
my rapier and I give Windbreaker a thumbs up. Let's get him.
Okay, let's get him. All right.
Grunar, you want to fight?
Sure.
I flip my daggers in my hand, try to get rid of those one rolls.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So I will, if nobody else makes the move, I'll charge at the mummy or whatever it is.
Sure.
Right behind you.
All right.
I'll stay within 5 feet of him.
Charging.
I can.
Yeah.
Somebody yell Leroy Jenkins.
So I need you to make a athletics check, Windbreaker.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm good at that. All right. Uh, 13 and 720.
So as you're charging, you stepped on a rock and it sunk in a little bit. So you almost tripped, but you didn't. So that's good. And these dart things came out of the wall. And thankfully, they missed you and they hit the other wall. They were like dart things that went ding, ding, ding. But now that they hit the other wall you realize is rippling a little bit because it got hit, and this wall of oozes comes off the wall, like sliding down into the floor.
Okay.
So it's starting. It's
That
probably
doesn't-
about. Oh, and this wall of oozes is like oozing down slowly because they move very slowly.
Fast.
Black ooze is like slowly sliding down.
Somebody will take on the fighters should take on the mummy and whatever else pops up, and then somebody else like Hornet or somebody grab the lever, so we're not wasting any time.
Well, the switch, Kronk. Yeah, if that's the plan, I'll try to get to the lever while everybody's fighting.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, you could dash, which is double move, and get right to it.
Okay, then I will run up and try to pull the lever.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
continue on towards the mummy.
Basically, it's a strength check once you get there.
That's Hornet was the gray piece.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
My bad.
No problem. So just a strength check.
Yes.
All right. Third fumble of the night.
Ooh.
An 8 total.
You hurt your pinky. Right. Oh, not moving.
Stupid damn levers. As soon as you let me, I'll try it again. But
Sure. All right. Let's see what the charging to work. Right.
Yeah. Still going.
All right. You're gonna charge to him.
Yep.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Swing on him.
Sure. Go for it.
Battle axe. This one. Oh. A 10.
You miss wildly. You're just like
Yeah.
cut through some of his wrappings. He literally doesn't even know you're there. It's just
See,
like,
I told you, get a 20 for looking at something and a
yeah.
3 for swinging. Okay.
All right, fighter. What do you want to do, Grunar?
Oh, I'm charging up air. I'm going to help
Absolutely.
my friend.
Sure.
Roll to hit. Let's see. AC 14. Probably not.
Yeah, it's a miss. You're swinging. You're clearing his other side of air.
Fanning them off. It's been a hot day.
Yeah. So the oozes have reached the edge of this treasure chest. Over here. Notice.
Don't forget the treasure.
Angry.
Come on, Miller. Miller, get the treasure.
You notice
As I'm running towards the mummy,
Oh no.
Giant mimic.
Run!
Just a mimic. It's a humongous mimic.
yeah, this one's cuter. So. The other one might be a real treasure chest. So.
So as I'm running towards the mummy, I'll veer over to the other non-lethal
Oh, sure.
looking. Yep. And I will investigate it.
Sure. There's a big padlock on it.
I will attempt to pick that lock because
Sure.
I have thieves' tools. Is that a dexterity?
Yep.
10.
Well, you have a proficiency with your thieves' tools. Plus 3.
Okay, so that's 14.
Yeah, you've unlocked it.
I didn't die. I don't have to roll for dexterity or constitution.
Oh, well, are you going to open it, or are you just going to unlock it?
I'm going to open it because I'm in a rush.
Sure. You pop it open. There's a jar, a see-through jar with a beating heart inside, which is weird.
I stand up and I stare at it.
Sure. Okay.
So that's where I am at the end of my turn.
All right. Something is sniffing, right? Okay. Let's see. We've got who has not done anything. Let's see. Who hasn't moved?
Right. Yeah,
It
I'm
looks
gonna.
right.
Oh, go on.
Elephant.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pop off a magic missile at
Absolutely.
third level, and I'm gonna go for the mimic.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you'll hit him.
Cool. So
Magic
that
missile
is
always hits.
5, isn't it?
Did you want to use spell slots to make it stronger, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I was gonna go for a third level.
There you go.
So I think that's 5d4, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have to do these in bits. So we've got 7, another 6, that's 13, and 1 on its own is 16, plus the 5, the plus 1's 21.
All right. Yeah, you definitely did some damage.